Hi and welcome to this Fusion 360 tutorial. Today we're going to look at the final activities or challenges within this series, and we're going to look at how we can use the combine to create a single-sided mould. So something that you might use for, say, pewter casting. If you'd like a copy of the completed model, check the link in the description and we'll jump straight into Fusion. So what we've got on screen here is a mould design which we could use for, say, pewter casting. So we're going to have a go at creating this design using Fusion, and one of the key techniques we're going to use later is this combine tool. So if we click on the plus to create a new document, what we're going to do, we're going to use this as this model here as a reference. So you can find a link to this file in the description below. So the first thing I did was to create a 50 by 50 millimeter square, and then I've extruded that by, let's have a look. Okay, I've extruded that one-sided by 25 millimeters. So if we go up to sketch on this bottom work plane, we go up to create, center rectangle. Just need to make sure I haven't got my 3D sketching turned on, to turn that off. And I'm going to click and type in 50 by 50 using the tab key and click enter. If you press E for extrude, I'll go up to solid extrude. I'm going to select this shape here, and I'm going to go minus 25 because I want it to go below, and I want to create a new body. I'm going to click OK. So that's the first bit done. Come back to the reference model. What I did next was, if we go to edit, I created this design as you can see here. So we're going to go back to here, click on sketch on this top work surface. Going to go up to ellipse. I'm going to drag this out like so. Now I'm going to dimension it afterwards using div dimension. Type in 20 there. If we go back to this model here, reference, okay, the size of that, if we round that up to 5, okay. So div dimension, dimension at 5 millimeters. We're then going to go into create, circular pattern, objects the pattern, that ellipse or oval, center point is the origin, and we want, say, 5 in total for this design. I might want 3. All depends on what you want. So I'm going to go for 3, like so. And that can be changed by just double clicking on that little pattern icon there, and you can update that. So if we go back to here and we just save this, what I did next was I created an extrude. So if we go into here, I created this as a separate body, and if we have a look at the dimensions, so 8 millimeters in thickness. So if we go up to the home, I'm going to go solid, extrude, select what I want to extrude. So I'm going to select all these individual bits. I could have drawn a box around that actually to save a bit of time. I'm going to go -8 because I want it to go down. It will automatically go to cut, but I want to create a new body, and click OK. So what I've got in here at the moment is this main body, again in the design. So I'm going to double click on that and type in design, so that's the actual design, and then that one I'll type in mold. Okay, so what I did next is I added some simple fillets on the edges. Okay, so I think that's just a simple constant fillet of 2 millimeters. So if we go back into our model here and decide that one, spin that around. Okay, I'm going to select these edges, 2 millimeters. Okay, hold Control to select over one edge. Okay, and that error will go away now I've typed in and selected those, and I've rounded that off. Okay, So I could go on here and add more details. So I think what I did next, if I let Fusion catch up, here we go. I created a circle and cut that in. So let's have a look at the sizes. So 8mm in diameter, and I went in 2mm. So we're going to click on that surface, sketch, C for circle, okay, 8mm, E for extrude, okay, -2, we'll go to cut and click OK. So I've created that little detail now. And then this is the fun bit. I've now used this combine, okay, to create this mold here. So you'll see what happens here is I've subtracted my design from that main body. So if I go up to here and just turn that on, flip this around, and what I'm going to do is come to combine. So target body is the mold itself, the tool, okay, is the design I want to create, and I'm actually going to click on keep tool, so that will keep that design rather than absorbing it into the model. Click OK. If I then just hide the design, now what I've made a mistake there, because what I've done, if we go back, just got to be careful, is I've clicked join rather than cut. So just make sure you select the right option, and I've cut that. So I've subtracted that design there away from this mold. So what I need to do now, if we click on this top view, if we want to say pour pewter into this, we need to create a feature where the actual metal is going to be poured in. So if I zoom into here and click on that, click sketch, just hide the sketch palette, and what I'm going to do is use a center line, so alpha line from there down there, and I'm just going to create a line that's going to go to the top like that. I can add some dimensions if I know the specific dimensions I want to use, and I'm just going to drag this up a little bit here. It doesn't matter too much where this goes, okay. Obviously I don't want it to go right down into the middle of the design, and if I really want to dimension that, I'll add a dimension of, say, let's have a D for dimension, 12mm, something like that. I'm now going to go to solid, revolve, okay, profile, this is the profile here. I can select that as well if I wanted to. The axis is this line here. I want it to cut rather than create, and click OK. And you can see here, this is where, okay, the pewter can enter. And then what I can do, if I really want to as well, if I can click on this surface here, could I use the corner rectangle tool just to drag a square over that. I'm going to go E for extrude, and I'm going to hide the bodies actually, and just select all that, turn the bodies back on, and say I was going to put a piece of, I don't know, ply up against that, like thin piece or something, like MDF, I might go say 3mm, okay, new body, and that creates sort of a little blank to cap that off. So then what I can do then is pour the pewter into there. That will fill that cavity. I can then remove this, and then what I'll have then is, okay, that design, okay, with this top bit, which I will have to cut off later, and then I'll have that sort of pewter design. And again, if you need to, if we just turn some of these things back on, if we need to, right aside that one, if we need to go back into here and edit the sketch or anything, or a feature, so for example, if I wanted, say, instead of that being 8mm, I want it slightly bigger, so 10mm, okay, what will happen is everything will update automatically, and that now is 10mm in depth. You can add a final little detail to show what it would look like when it's cast. So as you can see here, I've created this section here where the pewter would be poured in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to revolve that 180 degrees and merge it into my design so you can actually see what it would look like. So if we turn the sketch back on, which I use for that, and I'm going to hide the mould for now. I'm going to go to revolve. I'm going to select this part here, go to axis, and select that. Now rather than cutting, I'm going to go join. I'd rather go in 360. I'm going to do it at 180. Okay, or do minus 180 to flip it. I'm going to join it and it's going to join into that. And then what you can see there now is that's what it would actually look like once it's been cast. And of course what you do is you'd cut that off and file that down, to remove that, and then that's what you'd have as a final design. But that's how you can add that little detail just to show what it would look like once it's been cast.
Thanks for watching, and if you found this content helpful, please click like and subscribe, and also check out any other resources and videos created using the links in the description. I'll see you on the next one.